Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime, finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds if I don't get it? What's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check. 15. General, West. Kill.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Check. Bang out. Bam.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Left pass.
On first down, Wilson almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they're so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
44th and Mike. Check. Good job right there. Hey, let's get this.
For the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They give to the tight end, Kelsey, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. He gets it here to Peake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Attack, attack! Swap team spin. Check 24, check 24. SOS. 15. 25.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. As they have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end. Just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they took an interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch twist. Slant. Good.
Now Wilson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Gun. 14. 51's the mic.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
380. Mike, 44. 14. Got it. Check. Fresno. 14. Easy.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's it, baby.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right left. 36 power. Zoom. Hey, 50.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Yo. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Watch out. Shit. 18. Rush in.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now it's second down.
Green 80. Check. 19. 12. Watch the pass. Under 10. Henry. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Good.
Now Wilson. It's caught. Blocked it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, tight. Hey, 0. Fair. Mike's 4.
On third down, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tano Passanio in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking. Zebra.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smart. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in his first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Watch 54. Watch the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The coach talked about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, don't forget, really on both sides of the ball. They've got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Hey, pick your game up.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Hill on the return. That looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they have a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that point.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
12. Now
a give, right side. It's Carson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Mike, 44. I'm coming after go 14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Jim. 95.
They run it with Carson. Chris Jones on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All you get is a headache. Gun. Took right. Slow. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I'll get him.
Wilson. He's going to wind up and air that. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play.
Mike, 44. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Attack.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
380. Mike Fofo. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check 3. Check 4. Hey, alert. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Got it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Ford. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check. Crunch. Watch the safety creep. Joker.
On 1st down, Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
44.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Front it.
Wilson operating from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Come on, set. Come on, the flag. Same on. Here we go. Slam. Check. 6 guys. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ready? 44 the mic. Check.
Now it's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
3 bud. 44.
Gino down to throw.
Watch the screen.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to the on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. throws the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Smith. It's complete to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now Smith. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight end left. Tight end left. 3 down. 3 down. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Keep it out.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play... And it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
65. He's crashing. He's checking. Color. Pilot, 64. Weak. Come on, D. Mike.
Pressure drops off as they look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We got it. Yellow. Alpha.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Mike Fofo. Record. Slam.
On 1st down, Carson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. You don't want it.
This is Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston. Now this one.
Ready, ready. 60 out low. 44 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 31, check 31. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Able to knock it through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. There he goes, right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.